The Pacers for the fourth race. Number 1, Killer Hawk. The driver is Joe Essig Jr. Number 2, Little Miss Lola. Dave Rankin aboard. Number 3, Ozark Flash, driven by Ken Guptill. Number 4, Easter Surprise for Terry Van Roden. Number 5, Cognac's King, driven by Jeff Bulliard. Number 6, Sonny's Alba for Don Irvine Jr. Number 7, Andy's Candygram, driven by Dean Gillespie. Number 8, Onward and Upward for Dan Ader. Number 9, Marcus Lee. The driver is Ken Holliday. And number 10, Gina's Baby. Robert Ogg Jr. is in the sole key. Twin trifecta wagering this race. The carryover jackpot at $85,961. Done. They're off in pacing down along the inside. Killer Hawk fires out for the lead. Far outside, Andy's Candygram quickly is on the go. Gina's Baby along the inside is racing third. Easter Surprise between horses is fourth. Little Miss Lola at the rail pacing fifth. Far outside, Marcus Lee is racing sixth, followed by Ozark Flash in seventh. Cognac's King came away eighth. Sonny's Alba back there ninth. Onward and Upward trails the field. They race around the first turn, and Andy's Candygram on the front end by a length. Opening quarter 28 to fifths. Easter Surprise takes the long route in second. Killer Hawk at the rail pacing third, followed by Gina's Baby racing fourth. Marcus Lee parked from the outside in fifth. Little Miss Lola on the inside sixth, and it's a gap of 7 lengths back. Ozark Flash is racing in seventh. Cognac's King is the one off stride. They move into the clubhouse turn, and Andy's Candygram along the inside has the lead. Easter Surprise still on the outside, parked out second. Halfway home, 58, 1/5. Killer Hawk right there at the leaders is third. Marcus Lee has to go 3 wide and fourth. On the inside, Gina's Baby is racing fifth. Little Miss Lola steps into the action and move to the outside in sixth. They move down the back stretch, and Andy's Candygram maintains command by a length. Easter Surprise between horses is second. Killer Hawk at the rail pacing third. Far outside, Marcus Lee racing fourth. Gina's Baby from the inside fifth. 3/4 up in 129 flat. They race around the final turn, and Andy's Candygram maintains the lead by a length. Killer Hawk along the inside is second. Gina's Baby at the rail third. Far outside, Little Miss Lola's on the go from fourth. Easter Surprise of fading fifth. They're homeward bound, and Killer Hawk on the outside up to take the lead. Andy's Candygram still game at the rail far outside. Gina's Baby is on the go. Little Miss Lola the outside now takes third. Gina's Baby in front. Introducing the official winner of the fourth race, number 10, Gina's Baby, 4-year-old bay mare by Pensive Scott out of Barron's Maid, owned by James Cross of Canton, Ohio. The drivers, Robert Ogg Jr., winning time 2:01, a new lifetime record for Gina's Baby. Fields in motion. They're off and pacing down along the inside. Killer Hawk fires out for the lead. Far outside Indy's Candygram quickly is on the go. Gina's Baby along the inside is racing third. Easter Surprise between horses is fourth. Little Miss Lola at the rail pacing fifth. Far outside Marcus Lee is racing sixth, followed by Ozark Flash in seventh. Cognac's King came away eighth. Sunny's Alba back there ninth. Onward and upward trails the field. They race around the first turn in Indy's Candygram on the front end by a length. Opening quarter 28 to fifths. Easter Surprise takes the long route in second. Killer Hawk at the rail pacing third, followed by Gina's Baby racing fourth. Marcus Lee parked from the outside in fifth. Little Miss Lola on the inside sixth, and it's a gap of 7 lengths back. Ozark Flash is racing in seventh. Cognac's King is the one off stride. They move into the clubhouse turn, and Indy's Candygram along the inside as the lead. Easter Surprise still on the outside, parked out second. Halfway home, 58, 1/5. Killer Hawk right there at the leaders is third. Marcus Lee has to go 3 wide and fourth. On the inside, Gina's Baby is racing fifth. Little Miss Lola steps into the action to move to the outside in sixth. They move down the back stretch, and Indy's Candygram maintains command by a length. Easter Surprise between horses is second. Killer Hawk at the rail pacing third. Far outside, Marcus Lee racing fourth. Gina's Baby from the inside fifth. 3/4 up in 129 flat. They race around the final turn, and Indy's Candygram maintains the lead by a length. Killer Hawk along the inside is second. Gina's Baby at the rail third. Far outside, Little Miss Lola's on the go from fourth. Easter Surprise of fading fifth. They're homeward bound, and Killer Hawk on the outside up to take the lead. Indy's Candygram still game at the rail far outside. Gina's Baby is on the go. Little Miss Lola the outside now takes third. Gina's Baby in front.
The field of 11 3-year-old pacers on the gate and on the move for this first division of the Meadowlands Pace. Here they come. The girl, Courageous Lady, is going to go right out to challenge with Major Knight for the early advantage. Say Hello stays between horses in third. Then it's Pat's Gypsy and Never Wrong moving together. Got 4 across the track in that front flight. Major Knight won't give up the edge as Courageous Lady continues that challenge on the outside. Never Wrong is third with the rail. Pat's Gypsy's 2 back in fourth. Rushing up into fifth on the outside is Falcon Almahurst as they move on the turn for the quarter. Go the quarter in 27-4. Head down the back stretch, and now Courageous Lady clears a length, gets the top in front of Major Knight. Never Wrong is joined by Falcon Almahurst. Another length to 2 back. That's Pat's Gypsy, followed by Brittany Road. The gap is 3. That's Say Hello. Then it's Armbro Tiger, ready to move up. Midway down the back stretch, that's Wizard Almahurst with Balance of Power, followed by Steve's Flying Brett. They reach the half and 56 flat. Falcon Almahurst has the front. Courageous Lady is second. Together in third are Major Knight with rail position. Pat's Gypsy circling up his Armbro Tiger from fifth and going up after the leaders. Never Wrong to the outside is in sixth. Seventh on the rail and close up. That's Brittany Road, followed off the turn by Wizard Almahurst as they swing off the turn and move for the 3/4. Then it's Balance of Power and Steve's Flying Brett. Up top as they go 3/4 in 124-4. Falcon Almahurst has the front. They turn home. Courageous Lady is going to try the challenge. It's Falcon Almahurst with the rail. Courageous Lady to the outside to come on, as is Armbro Tiger and Pat's Gypsy. Falcon Almahurst opens it to 3. It's Falcon Almahurst in front as they head to the wire. Falcon Almahurst in command. Once again, a field of 11 3-year-olds on the gate moving up for this second division of the Meadowlands Pace. Here they come. Good girl for the early lead. That's Patriot Lobel. Off stride went No Yankee. Patriot Lobel gets the lead. Right alongside come Race to Win, and rushing up quickly to join the leaders is Flight Director. Then from between horses comes Timely's Best Man, takes over fourth. League leader fifth along the rail. 2-3 back, that's Abercrombie in sixth. From between horses comes Stapled in place seventh and going up. Turn down the back stretch, the quarter 28-2. Circling up to get the lead, Flight Director goes off by 2. One strong brush. Here comes Abercrombie going right after the leader. Abercrombie comes alongside Birmingham with Flight Director. In third is Patriot Lobel. Then it's Race to Win, staying fourth as Abercrombie takes command. Off the wooden going up is Timely's Best Man. League leader follows. On the outside is Bitter Truth along the rail, stapled in place. No Yankee, having settled back down again, is moving ninth. Followed off the turn by Skipper Subject and Helmsman. Went the half now in 56-4 as the pace quickens. Abercrombie's got the top. Timely's Best Man joins Flight Director in second. Up a closer fourth. Now on the outside is League Leader, just ahead away. That's Patriot Lobel fifth. Here comes No Yankee, wheeling 3 wide from sixth and flying. Coming on the turn for the 3/4. Abercrombie begins to turn it on once again, opens it 2-3 lengths. Flight Director is second. They come 3/4 in 125-3. They turn home. Abercrombie's got it by 3. Flight Director's in second. Coming to the outside is Timely's Best Man into third. League leaders taking over fourth and driving through on the inside. And now circling up is Race to Win into fifth. They head to the wire. Abercrombie's got it for time. Here comes Flight Director on the outside. Abercrombie hanging game. Flight Director coming on the outside. Got it. Field of 10 behind the gate and moving up for the Meadowlands Pace. Here they come. Good girl, Courageous Lady is going right out to get the early lead. Flight Director and Race to Win move together in second. Then it's Brittany Road along the rail, fourth. In fifth is Falcon Almahurst. Along the inside, that's Pat's Gypsy, sixth, and it's Abercrombie. Timely's Best Man is eighth. League leader followed by Armbro Tiger. On the turn to the quarter, that's Courageous Lady in front, Race to Win. Up alongside to get the lead. Move the quarter in 28-1. They head down the back stretch. Race to Win with Flight Director now on the move in second. Third is Courageous Lady. Here comes Falcon Almahurst from fourth and going right up after the leaders. 3-4 lengths back to Brittany Road, followed by Pat's Gypsy. Then it's Abercrombie. Timely's Best Man with league leader ninth and Armbro Tigers last. Falcon Almahurst is up to challenge. Gets ahead up. They reach the half in 56. Move on to the far turn. Falcon Almahurst has a length advantage. Flight Director is second. Race to Win on the outside is third, and now Courageous Lady is coming back on along the rail. Head and head for third with Race to Win. Picking up speed is Abercrombie. Another 2-3 lengths back. That's Brittany Road, followed by Pat's Gypsy. Then it's Timely's Best Man, league leader, and the trailer is Armbro Tiger. Falcon Almahurst in front at the 3/4 in 125. Off the turn and in the stretch. It's Falcon Almahurst on the outside. Here comes Abercrombie. Flight Director is third, and then it's Courageous Lady, followed by Brittany Road. Falcon Almahurst has the front. Abercrombie is trying to close in along the rail, but it's Falcon Almahurst in front by 3 lengths and staying there. Falcon Almahurst is going to win it all.
What champion's going to win another one? Win number 128, Rambling Willie.
In the history of harness racing, many standardbreds have recorded 2-minute miles. And several horses have visited the winner's circle on numerous occasions and won in the millions. But no horse has ever won more races, recorded more 2-minute miles, nor won more money in North America than Rambling Willie. The story of this durable gelding from humble origins is the story of a love affair between harness racing fans everywhere and one of the greatest standardbreds of all time.
And ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the all-time leading money winner of our sport, the world-famed, the horse that has done so much for harness racing, the horse that God loves. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Bob Farrington and Rambling Willie.
Rambling Willie officially retired from racing on October 7, 1983 at the Red Mile in Lexington, Kentucky, not far from his new home at the Kentucky Horse Park. When trainer and owner Bob Farrington took the harness off the grand old man for the final time, there were more tears than smiles on the faces of those who loved Willie and followed his remarkable career. And Rambling Willie's story is remarkable. When Farrington paid $15,000 for a 3-year-old Indiana Fair Circuit gelding, whose pedigree included a sire of obscure reputation named Rambling Fury, matched with the bad-mannered crippled mare Meadow Belle, he couldn't have known the type of horse Rambling Willie would become. Farrington sold half interest in Willie to the late Paul Siebert of Cincinnati and gave the other half to his wife Vivian as a birthday present. It was Vivian Farrington who began the tradition of tithing Rambling Willie's earnings to a small church in West Mansfield, Ohio, where her father was the minister.
I never thought of Rambling Willie as my horse. He had so many fans that everybody claimed him, and Willie has always belonged to harness racing. And I just thank God that we had him for the 10 years. He gave us so many thrills and fulfilled our lives. And God bless everyone. I'm happy for Willie. He deserves retiring down here in Kentucky with this royal treatment I'm sure he's going to receive, and all the fans can come and see him here, and I think it's a great thing for him.
Rambling Willie in the stretch now.
The Farringtons got quite a return on their original $15,000 investment. For by the time Rambling Willie was 7, he had already earned $1 million, taken a lifetime mark of 154-3 in the General Mad Anthony at Brandywine.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is a new world record.
And had been named Age Pacer of the Year for the 3rd consecutive time. Willie went on to become the richest harness horse in North American history.
I think it's a lot of little things that's what's made Willie such a great horse. He had the speed, he had gait, and he had manners, and he was a good eater, a good feeler, and when he raced, he done everything right. And I think everything together is what made him such a great horse and done what he's done.
In the lane, that's Rambling Willie taking the lead. Game Robbie Racing second with Waco Brett third. Under urging now Rambling Willie, and the outside Waco Brett is closing. Rambling Willie and Waco Brett in a driving finish.
When Rambling Willie eclipsed Niatross's lifetime earnings record after placing in a condition event at Sportsman's Park, about 2,000 fans joined him in a special Winner's Circle celebration. Willie eventually retired with a lifetime bankroll of $2,038,219. Rambling Willie won for the final time a record 128th victory and recorded the 79th 2-minute mile of his career in an invitational event at Freehold Raceway in New Jersey.
And they're off along the rail. Swift Justice for the lead, with Chief Womble second out in the middle of the racetrack. Rambling Willie around the first turn, and it's Swift Justice with the lead. There goes Rambling Willie, and Rambling Willie now will challenge for the lead with Swift Justice along the rail. Chief Womble is third, Roman Moon fourth, then it's Bobby Garrison in fifth, Embassy Chuck sixth, Abbey Deal seventh. And it's Rambling Willie on the front end. Up on the outside, it's Roman Moon second, with Swift Justice third. 29-1 for the quarter. Around the turn in Roman Moon leads it by a length. Rambling Willie in second, with Swift Justice third. Chief Womble along the rail fourth. Bobby Garrison in fifth as they come by the stands the first time. And here comes Willie now, looking to reclaim the lead. And Rambling Willie now will reclaim the lead by 3/4 of a length. Swift Justice on the outside is second, with Roman Moon in third. Abby Deal fourth. 59 3 to the half. Around the clubhouse turn the final time. Rambling Willie by half a length. Swift Justice second and challenging, with Roman Moon along the rail. Abby Deal is fourth. Chief Womble in fifth. Down the backstretch, Rambling Willie put to the test. Rambling Willie on the inside. Swift Justice on the outside, and they're stride for stride, with Roman Moon in third. 3/4, 1:29 2. Round the final turn, Rambling Willie maintains a nose lead, with Swift Justice in second, a length and a half. Roman Moon third as the field turns for home. Rambling Willie digs in and leads it now by a length, with Swift Justice in second. The champion's going to win another one. Win number 128, Rambling Willie.
It's Penn State, the leader, Rambling Willie on the outside.
But in Willie's final start, September 30th, 1983, at Sportsman's Park, his loyal Chicago fans were disappointed at the outcome. During retirement ceremonies at the Red Mile, track announcer Carl Becker described what happened.
His last start in a game mile, he was out most of it and still finished second. And to show you how much respect and love the Chicago fans have for this great pacer, when the winner that night returned, he received a resounding round of boos, and Rambling Willie got the standing O.
Rambling Willie now belongs to the Kentucky Horse Park outside Lexington, where he's featured along with the great thoroughbred gelding Forgo in the park's parade of breeds. But Rambling Willie will always belong to the sport of harness racing as well. And he will long be remembered for his unbelievable career and his unique contribution to the sport.
Willie's one of a kind. He belonged throughout his racing career to Bob and Vivian Farrington and to the late Paul Siebert, and now his estate. But more importantly, Willie belonged to everyone in the sport of harness racing, and the contributions that he has made to this sport are many. We gather here today to salute his great career, his great courage, his competitive spirit, and his indomitable desire to win. The 300 races that he raced, the 128 races that he won, the 78 two-minute miles, all of which are records that defy description and comprehension. His most important contribution is this showing today of support and admiration for what he stands for and for what all of us who love this breed of horses appreciate.